EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready, set. Hustle, hustle. Cut.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Ultra.
Running right, it's Pollard.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The Cowboys at 12 and 3 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Okay.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Lance. Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So on fourth down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays,
They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
To throw, here's Willis.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Parsons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Willis looks to pass it here.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Come on.
Here's second and 10.
Hey, full fury. Ready?
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
This defense for the Vikings, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 33. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Come on, come on.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Ready, set.
The shotgun snap to Willis. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Drag him 60.
Willis will look to throw on first down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Again, Willis to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
At their own 11-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done.
Johnson on poke 3, football's out. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably told...
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. To try here for the extra point. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3.
Vikings 13, Cowboys 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Matt Araiza now. Taken in at the 11. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
19, target, 19.
Willis finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10, Willis. He finds Parker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
On the jump.
2nd and a couple.
At the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
1st and 10, it's Willis. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
Come on. Hey.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Lance.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Okay, ready?
Now it's 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Set, hut.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Lance looks to throw again. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
He finds his man, complete. It's back. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Complete. It's Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here we go, set.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Trouble, 38.
The Lance going to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Eluding the pressure right.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Let's go.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Lance.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On first down, Lance.
And his throw here's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Targets the sideline. He'll complete this pass to Johnson.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
He'll buy some time right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Deontay Johnson, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Willis's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down, and finish this one off.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Tackled there by Leighton Vander Esch. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Back to throw, Willis. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And pausing here for an injured player, and not what you want to see. That's Malik Willis, who is shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Vikings are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
33. Cowboys 11.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now inside the 25. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Ready.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's got it. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going.
Ready, ready.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Desperation time here. Lance. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know, I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. Austin Ekeler. Touchdown, Vikings. Austin Ekeler with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Set.
They run here with Rico Dowdle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
Here we go. Here
Backed
we go.
up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Ready?
Throwing now is Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Ready?
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready?
Lance looking to throw it.
His throw incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10.
And this one is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Set. Ready.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line.
22-yard line.
Here's Lance. Swinging this out for Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw, it's Lance. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd down, Eckler. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest.